Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be updating my tier list on the lanterns because well, we've got some new lanterns, we got some nerfs to a lantern and so forth, so whatever. Anyways, in the update here we got the I can't speak. The Death Challenge lantern, the Halloween Trials lantern. We now have 2 times brightness because I decided why not. But yeah, I updated the tiers a little bit so they make a bit more sense now. And we have an optional one at the bottom here for people to use if they don't own the lanterns. So yeah, I guess I'll just start off with the top to bottom again. The Ancient Fan. I in my previous tier list, I said this one wasn't. It's not good because, you know, it's not technically a lantern, but it is an item, so I'm counting it. It doesn't provide any brightness at all, obviously. The only use it provides is regenerating health. But it's literally only. You're able to only use it in one chapter, and this thing's like 350 Robux. So, like, honestly, this thing's completely pointless. Don't buy it. Don't buy it. You don't need it. You really don't. It's just use it in chapter 3. That's it. You're gonna spend 350 Robux to get like a tiny health regeneration in the boss fight. Like, don't, guys, please don't buy that. Okay, next up we have Stokey's lantern. Once again, this one's always been good. It's consistent. It looks really nice. The red's really cool, and I believe it still has the furthest range. I'm not sure if the VIP lantern has farther range. I think it's brighter. What I've heard is that it's brighter, but I don't know if the range is as good. But yeah, honestly, I don't think it's overpowered, but it's definitely really high tier. It's like a good A tier. It's not S tier, but it's a really good A tier. Duality, dude. I made a video on this like 2 days ago. This thing is absolutely horrendous. And yeah, I'm going to be making another tier list once all the lanterns get updated, because if you guys don't know, they are, first of all, they're buffing the Duality Lantern, but they're also adding perks to all the lanterns in the future. So everyone, I think all of them are going to be unique in some way. So I'll definitely make a new tier list when that happens. But for right now, Duality is about the worst thing you could possibly ever use. Its brightness is absolutely horrendous. It's literally worse than the regular lantern. Like, I've proven that. It's just so bad. The only reason you'd ever want to get this thing is if you just want a lantern that looks cool. Also, if you just want the rarest lantern in the game, because it just factually is. I'm pretty sure more people have paid 750 Robux and have gotten the VIP lantern than they have beaten this on, or beaten the Witcher's Trials on Nightmare mode. There's only like 21,000 people or something who have this thing. Rightfully so, because unless you're doing it to collect the lantern so you think it looks cool, there's no reason to waste your time getting this thing. But, well, at the moment, there's no reason to waste your time. Yeah, I'm ranting. This thing is just, honestly, it's even worse than this fan, because even though this doesn't provide any brightness, at least it does something useful on a chapter. This doesn't do anything useful on any chapter. I'm sorry, I can't help it. Every time I talk about the Duality Lantern, I just can't help it. The good thing is, though, Duality Lantern, in my opinion, is aesthetically the coolest looking lantern. Like, that's why I like using it, because it just looks really cool. And once again, please add solo rewards in the future. Like, I really want a reskin of this. I want a gold one. That'd be so cool. That'd be so cool. Okay, moving on to the Halloween lanterns. These are about as basic gets, right? Well, that's not a bad thing, actually. They're not horrible. They're actually pretty decent, because they're basically just the regular lantern, but like green instead of, like, I don't know, yellowish. It's more like greenish. But the thing with that is the default lantern's actually not bad, especially if you used it on, like, the Halloween Trials. You know, the first area is a really good part to kind of see how well each lantern works. The regular lantern's actually pretty good. Like, it's not bad. And the Halloween lanterns just that, but it looks cooler, and I also prefer the green lighting. So honestly, for that, I'm gonna give it a good. We have 2 times brightness. Do I even need to go over this? Like, if there's anything that's overpowered in this game, it's spending a mere 50 Robux to make your any lantern you have 2 times brighter. If listen, man, if you have the VIP lantern and this, you're gonna be a freaking rave. Like, you're gonna be a light show, dude. You're going. Yeah, I bet you could light up the entire hallway of like the asylum and the Halloween trails. Like, this thing is probably so bright. I actually kind of want to see what that looks like. But yeah, it's certainly overpowered. Corrupted Lantern. Oh, how the king has fallen. This was once, in my opinion, the best lantern because it was the only one that had actual perks out of any lantern. But at the moment, the perks have been removed. And this thing has been reduced to but ashes because the brightness on this thing is ridiculously bad. The Corrupted Lantern no longer has a reason to even exist right now because it's almost as bad as Duality Lantern, is easily the second worst lantern in the game now, which really sucks because I have a lot of nostalgia for this thing. Me and this lantern go back. We used to be best friends, but my friendship has ended. My new best friend is the lantern right next to it because that one's really good. But we'll talk about that after we put Corrupted Lantern where it belongs, in meh tier. Because, man, right now, it is just meh. It is meh. It's not pointless, but it's meh. Oh, we got the Death Challenge Lantern. This thing is equal parts horrifying, equal parts aesthetically beautiful. This thing's actually quite good. I'd even go as far to call it amazing. It's not as good as Kusunoki's Lantern in terms of like the distance, but it is quite bright, and the pink coloring is so goddamn pleasing to look at that I really, really enjoy it. The only problem is that thing gives me nightmares just staring at it, but good thing I don't have to see the front of it, and I get to see the back of it. So you know what? I'm not going to dock off points for that. This thing is really good. This thing is, it may be really easy to get, but it was definitely worth doing it. And yeah, that's really all I have to say about that one. Now we have the normal lantern. Yeah. There's not much else to say. I am just gonna put it right beside the pumpkin lantern. I do think the pumpkin one's just better. It looks cooler. I like the lighting more, but other than that, not much else to say. Spirit butterfly. You already know. This is like a running joke on my channel. I don't have this thing. I still haven't gotten it because I just don't like Chapter 2 that much. I don't feel like going for it. I'll probably do it at some point for a collection's sake. But in the meantime, I don't have it, so I can't say anything about it. I also don't have the VIP lantern, but from what everyone's saying, it's the brightest lantern in the game, and I'm just going to listen to them. So for the sake of that, I'm just going to put it in overpowered, because if it's brighter than these two, it's got to be something really bright. Yeah, that's basically all I can say about that. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments below how you guys would rate the lanterns, or if you agree or disagree with my ratings. And yeah, subscribe if you're new. I upload Mimic videos every now and then. Every time an update comes out, I go on a streak where I upload a few, and then when there's no update, it's a little bit dry, but we still have a good time here. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time. See ya.